Welcome to the Strategic Edge, the podcast for entrepreneurs and business owners who want a competitive edge in the market. They want to be seen as the expert in their industry, and they're looking for cutting edge and innovative strategies that work across industries to help them scale their business like a boss. My name is Ann Carden, and I'm your host. Welcome to the show. Hey, it's Ann Carden here, and I want to talk to you about how to raise your coaching, consulting, or professional service fees, and how to actually find high-paying, high-value clients on LinkedIn. So today I want to talk to you about when was the last time you raised your fees, what kind of clients are you targeting, and are you spending your time in the wrong place? I often see people as I help them raise their coaching, consulting, or professional service fees, they say, okay, where do I find these bigger clients? Where do I find these $50,000, these $100,000 clients, even $25,000 clients? And I say a lot of times they're on LinkedIn. Now, not always, and I'll share with you who is and who isn't, but I will tell you that you will find that people on LinkedIn have a higher income, they're in professions, and so often those big high-paying clients can come right from LinkedIn. So if you're selling professional services of any kind, this video, this training is going to be for you. So one of the things I help people do is really get 3 to 20 times more price in their prices for clients and contracts. So if you're a coach or a consultant, so maybe you're selling some kind of consulting services and you're doing contracts with clients, then I help you really elevate those fees and get paid a lot more money. But LinkedIn is a great way to actually reach those people, get in front of those people, and get those deals. So let's talk about how to do that. Once you restructure your offers so that you are really positioned as an expert for what you do, and this means really creating a very high value offer that your clients, your ideal clients, can see that you're the person they need to work with or you're the person they need to hire. Once you've created that, now you want to actually change your positioning to reflect that you are the expert, you're the pro at what you do and what you say you can do. And one of the places that you can do this is LinkedIn. And I love LinkedIn because a few reasons. First of all, if someone Googles your name and you have your LinkedIn profile optimized in the right way, which is what I'm going to talk about, then you actually will come up, your LinkedIn profile will actually come up on Google. So if someone is searching for you, they can see your LinkedIn profile. So it's really, really important that you have this digital asset set up in the right way with the right keywords, positioning you in the right way, and your profile is, if you think about it, it's really kind of a client attraction magnet. A lot of people set up their profile with their experience, and they set it up for all of their backstory and everything that they've kind of done, sort of like a resume, but it shouldn't really be set up like a resume. It should really be set up to sell your services, because unless you're looking for a job, you don't want it to look like a resume. You want it to look more like a website where it's really all about your clients, all about what they want, all about what you do for them. And so this is a common mistake that people make when they're actually setting up their LinkedIn profile. So the first thing is you want to make sure that you optimize that profile in the right way so that you are positioned as the expert and the authority for what you do. See, the online world is a busy world, right? It's noisy. There's so many messages out there all the time. Over and over again, you're seeing a lot of the same stuff. But LinkedIn is a whole different place. It's a whole different vibe, and it's a whole different place to really get those premium clients, because you can reach CEOs, you can reach corporations, you can reach people who are booking speakers, you can reach people who are doing bigger things. Now, also consider that over I think LinkedIn is now over 1 billion people, and so it's growing every single day. Every day, more and more people are getting onto the platform, and so it's a really a growing platform. They're changing a lot of the tools and things that they provide to make it more user-friendly, to make it more not so stuffy. Like in the past, it was always somewhat stuffy, and they're changing all of this because they want it to be a place where professionals and true business people hang out and where they invest time. And on Facebook, for example, the attention span on Facebook is like 2.5 seconds per, like as you're scrolling, 2.5 seconds per thing that you're looking at. But on LinkedIn, it's a much higher attention span because people are professionals, they're in businesses, and they're looking, they're on there to do business. And so that's another really great point to know when you're looking at LinkedIn. So once you set up your profile, it should be optimized for your ideal clients. It should be really clear what you do, why you're the expert. And there's so many things that you can do here that can make this profile stand out, really pop, and make your ideal clients, number one, get their attention, and number two, get them to want to connect with you and even get into a conversation with you. So step number one is really figuring out, okay, what should that look like? How should my message be? How should my profile resonate with my ideal clients? And it really should be set up for a specific audience or for the specific thing that you do. And you do want to put yourself in a category of one here. You do want to stand out against everyone else. So for example, if you go to my profile, it's very much like what I told you here. I actually help coaches, consultants, and other experts increase their fees, what they're charging, by 3 to 10 times or more. And I help them do that by getting and closing high value clients and contracts. So I talk about the exact thing that I do. So it's really important. But then I also back it up with testimonials. I show value post, I show articles, I write about everything that I help people do. And so all of this is part of my LinkedIn profile. So it really is all about what I do for my clients. And then yes, there's positioning stuff. Yes, there's credibility stuff on there that's about me, but it still is something that they would be attracted to because I want to build credibility, I want to build authority, I want to show people who I help and how I help them. And that's really what your LinkedIn profile should be. So that is the first step, okay? All right, so step number one is optimizing your profile for your ideal clients. Now, your content should also reflect who you're targeting and what your expertise is. And LinkedIn is getting a lot more personalized, and so now you can show your personality. Again, it's not so stuffy. Now, it's not quite like Facebook where you're necessarily posting a lot of pictures of your family and things like that, but you can show your personality more, and people are a lot more receptive to it now than they used to be. I can remember a few years ago, somebody put up a post about their daughter, or I don't remember something, and someone said, "What, is this Facebook?" This isn't Facebook. And so LinkedIn has kind of had this sort of, idea that it's stuffy and you can't do any of that, but it has really, really changed. Even in the last, I would say, year and a half, they've made drastic changes to the platform. And also, people coming onto the platform have become a lot more open. They've become a lot more personalized in what they're posting and what they're putting up. And so it's changing the whole platform, and people are responding to it. And so just like Facebook, you need to have sort of a mix of your business, of value content, of things that people would be interested in, and then also showing people a personal side of you. One of the things that I love to post about is the fact that a couple of years ago I went skydiving, and I did it, I'm showing my age here, but I was almost 60 years old when I did that, and I did it with my son, and it was an incredible memory, and I love the pictures of it. They're not very attractive, I'm just going to tell you that. I look really kind of pathetic, but the pictures are cool, right? Because I'm in the sky, and they took the pictures and the photos when I was in, coming down, and so I've got a lot of cool pictures, and I love to post that because to me, I want it, number one, to inspire people to like go for it and do big things. And I typically will put some text or write about something along those lines, don't let things stop you, or you're an entrepreneur, don't be afraid to jump. So I always put some kind of value text with it, but I love posting that picture because everyone doesn't skydive, right? It's kind of a cool thing. And so those kinds of things can also be posted on LinkedIn, and you can get great response with those. So here's the thing, you have to determine, are your clients there? Because everyone's not. I want you to know that. But they're very likely, for what you're doing, I would assume there would be, right? But you do have to determine where your clients are. And if they're on LinkedIn, then you need to be on LinkedIn, and you need to be on LinkedIn in a big way. Now, the other thing I'll tell you about LinkedIn is there is a strategy to making LinkedIn work and getting clients and getting referrals. There is a right and a wrong way to do it. Once you have your profile optimized, there is a great way that I teach my clients to do to get clients on LinkedIn, and I also do it in my own business. My highest value clients have come from LinkedIn. They haven't come from Facebook. And so it's really important that you understand that the average income on LinkedIn is over $100,000, and the average income on Facebook is under $70,000. So that's a kind of a big difference, right? When you're talking about disposable income, or even money that people can invest into themselves or into their business. So you are going to find corporations, professionals, people who are really in the professional space. You'll find a lot of authors and speakers on LinkedIn. You'll find CEOs on LinkedIn, high-level executives, and even the employees that are working in professional businesses, you'll find them on LinkedIn. So high-paying employees. And this is the other thing to know, is that even if they're working in a profession, a lot of times they're paid six figures or multiple six figures. There's a lot of tech companies on LinkedIn. And so, it's a great place for those types of services. A lot of entrepreneurs, marketing agencies. One of the things that I have noticed through all the years that I've been marketing online is that LinkedIn, you will find a lot of solopreneurs, but you'll also find companies. And the difference on Facebook is you'll have like small businesses on Facebook, but a lot of times they'll have someone running their social media. So you can't necessarily always reach them on Facebook. And the other thing is you'll find a lot of solopreneurs, or people that are, selling products. So that's sort of your Facebook market. A lot of coaches who are coaching coaches, a lot of, people who are working with coaches. You're going to find them on Facebook. But on LinkedIn, you're going to find really a bigger span audience, and you're going to find people who are really, they have more in business. They're doing real business. Okay, not to say that people on Facebook, there aren't people that are doing real business, but you're not going to find as many people like hobbies and things like that. Not as many side hustles, I guess, would maybe be another way to explain it. People that are in real professions, real businesses, making real income, and they're serious about what they're doing. So that is going to be the difference between the two. Now, there are some things as well that you have to do different on LinkedIn from Facebook. The groups, for example, aren't super popular on LinkedIn. People like more the personal engagement. So when you're building up LinkedIn and you're trying to get ideal clients, you need to really build relationships with people. And so there's a whole strategy, that I teach my clients to do this. But people will do business with people that they like or that they'll refer. And so it's relationship marketing. That's what LinkedIn is. Now, your content and everything, of course, should still be dialed in the right way so that what you're doing on LinkedIn is effective. But at the end of the day, you're going to get those high-paying clients through relationship marketing. As you build those relationships with people, as you get into conversations with people, so it's very conversational on LinkedIn. And as you get into those conversations with people, and again, they're there to do business, you'll start getting referrals, or they will be interested in your services. And so I'm not talking about spammy tactics here. I'm talking about building relationships, building your audience. You've got to get the right people curated into your network. That's super, super important. And then there's lots of ways actually to go and get clients there. The other thing is you're not really running ads and things like that. Now you can do that, but most people don't on LinkedIn. Some people may run an ad and share a webinar, a video, a case study, but most people are not. They're doing it through relationships. Now, recently, LinkedIn has also added an events feature. So this is fairly new. It's been around, I don't know, maybe 5 or 6 months. And so now you can actually schedule events on LinkedIn and invite your network. And I think you can invite, I believe, 1,000 people a day from your network to your event. On Facebook, if you have a Facebook group, you can invite 500 people. So there's a big difference there. And the other thing is you can really set up targeting on LinkedIn, because you can use a tool called Sales Navigator. Now, that's the paid version of LinkedIn. It costs you about $80 a month, but you can actually build targeted lists on LinkedIn, and then you can just send messages to your targeted list. So there's a lot of really cool features on LinkedIn that we don't have on Facebook. So I want to really just say this. If you're not using LinkedIn and you're trying to get higher value clients, this is a great opportunity for you. But it's also a great opportunity for you to build referral partners. It's a great opportunity for you to get speaking engagements. It's a great opportunity for you to book your podcast or to get on as a podcast guest. So there's a lot of other ways that you can use LinkedIn. Right now, Clubhouse is very, very hot. If you're on Clubhouse, you know what I'm talking about. And a lot of people are asking people to connect with them on LinkedIn from Clubhouse. So they're taking their Clubhouse audience and they're connecting with them on a professional platform, and they're engaging with them on LinkedIn, and they're building more of a relationship. The one thing that I have found is that some people are in both LinkedIn and Facebook, but they don't really have time to do both really well. So they're either really LinkedIn people or they're really Facebook people. But again, I have found that Facebook has a lower value audience. In other words, it's a great place to sell courses and small ticket items and low value things, and even $5,000 and $10,000 programs you can sell fairly easy on Facebook. But if you want to get into those bigger premium clients, those higher ticket clients, again, working with CEOs, working with companies, if you're a professional trainer. For example, I don't see a lot of professional trainers at all on Facebook. They're on LinkedIn. They're in that professional platform. And so you really have to identify where your audience is, and if they're on LinkedIn, you've got a lot of opportunity there. So even if you're trying to become a speaker or get more speaking, the great thing about LinkedIn is you can reach almost anyone. So if you can really dial in who it is you want to get to know, you can reach them. The other cool thing that happens on LinkedIn that I don't see a lot on Facebook is you can check other people's networks. Now on Facebook, you can actually make your network private where people can't see who your friends are. I think unless they're connected to them as well, but they can't see everyone you're connected with. Well, on LinkedIn, you can see other people's networks. And when you look at their network, you can see, oh, wow, I would love to know this person, or I would love to meet this person. And you can reach right out to that connection on LinkedIn, and you can say, hey, I see that you're connected with so-and-so, and I would love to meet them. Do you think you can make an introduction? Do you know them, or do you think you can make an introduction? I've made lots of those types of introductions for other people, and I've had people make them for me. And it's a really, really powerful way, sort of a backdoor way to get in front of a perfect person for you without being spammy or, pushing your services or anything like that. So there's a lot of cool tricks and strategies and tactics tactics that you can do on LinkedIn that, again, Facebook is tough. Another thing that is very cool on LinkedIn, one of their features on your profile page, and I love this, is you can actually set up a feature section where you can put on there exactly what you want people to see. So I just recently had a video testimonial video put together with lots of testimonials from my clients on how I've helped them get big ticket offers and all of those kinds of things. And I wanted a video put together that I could use for my marketing where it showed lots of people, right? And they didn't have to go to my website and scroll through everybody. Here's just clips of what I helped them do in their business, and it was all put into a video. And that is now going to go on my LinkedIn featured section. So when people come to my LinkedIn, they can watch that video and they can say, oh, Ann really does what she says she can do. But I also have where I was featured in the media there. I have magazine covers that I was on that LinkedIn featured section. I have my books that I've written on that LinkedIn featured section. So I have a lot of things that where I want people to see what it is I do. I want them to be able to see that really easy. And so they can just scroll right through that featured section and they can see everything that Ann is all about, or all the things that I want them to see. So it's another really cool thing that on Facebook you kind of have to go look at all the videos and they're not always named, and so it's very difficult. Again, once Facebook, once the feed goes, it's harder to go back and look at stuff. So that being said, if you are not marketing on LinkedIn, I highly recommend it. It's a great way also for you to raise your fees if you're looking to go bigger in your business and do bigger things. But you may have a hard time doing that if you're trying to do it in a Facebook group. I sometimes will see a doctor in a Facebook group who is trying to sell a $97 course or a $397 course. That's such a waste of time. Unless that's just another layer to their business because they already have this incredible business, and that's more their passive income, then they're kind of really missing out in their business. So I hope this has been helpful for you. If you're not marketing on LinkedIn, you would like to, you don't know how, I do have a program that can help you really get those higher value clients, put a strategy in place, put a plan in place to increase your fees, and then also to reach those clients on LinkedIn and start building your business that way with much higher value clients. Also, if you're a consultant and you sell contracts, so you do work for clients more on a contract basis, LinkedIn is an amazing place. I mean, I've helped people close huge deals on LinkedIn, and people close $500,000, $1 million deals and even bigger on LinkedIn. There's also a lot of investors on LinkedIn, so that's something else to know too. So if you're really looking to reach big people, charities, CEOs, all of that, you need to move from Facebook to LinkedIn. Now, they're probably not going to ever show this video to anyone, right? Because I'm trying to get people to move off of Facebook to LinkedIn. And I'm not saying it's the right thing for you. I'm just saying, think about this because you might be missing out on big opportunity. That being said, you do have to be really good at what you do, and that has to be positioned as well. So I hope this has been helpful. Reach out to me if you have a need to do this, if you would like to have a discussion about how I help people really up-level their coaching, consulting, or professional services business, get those big money clients, and a lot of times that is through LinkedIn. I also teach people, to go speak, to get those big money clients, be the person in the front of the room, or I teach them to podcast. I want them out there. I want their brand elevated in a big way to look like the expert, and all those things can really be promoted and elevated on LinkedIn as well. So, and you can reach, again, people that are booking speaking engagements, and so there's lots and lots of opportunity that I think is just harder on Facebook. So that being said, I hope this has been helpful. Reach out to me, connect with me, have a call. You can inbox me if this is something that you're looking for in your business. So I'm Ann Carden. I didn't tell you anything anything about me, but I've been building businesses for 29 years as a business growth consultant, coach, and I built 6 businesses. I've sold 5. I now coach and consult other people in their businesses. I've been doing that for almost 10 years. I'm a 3-time author, a speaker, a podcast host, and I teach people how to get high-value, high-paying clients either through speaking or on LinkedIn. So you have an amazing day. Bye-bye.